When you receive a detailed message from a client, it feels great,
Oh, absolutely the best feeling.
right? They list their budget, their timeline, and exactly what they want. 2-sec silence. You feel this immediate, comforting sense of absolute clarity.
Mm-hmm.
You start to believe you actually see the entire picture. But, well, that feeling of certainty is often a dangerous trap.
Yeah, it really is.
That detailed message is secretly hiding the most important missing pieces.
It is a total illusion. We humans absolutely love a complete narrative. Our brains just naturally fill in the blank spaces.
All right, we do it without even realizing we are doing it.
Exactly.
Well, welcome to the deep dive. Today we are unpacking a very specific lesson on real estate AI workflows.
It is a highly practical one, too.
It really is. We are taking a raw, seemingly perfect buyer inquiry. We're going to use Claude to build a practical, bulletproof plan. It's all about preparing for that crucial first discovery call.
Yeah, this is such a fascinating process. We are moving from raw data to a highly structured conversation. It's an absolutely vital skill for any modern professional.
So let's look at this illusion of a complete inquiry.
Yeah.
We have a great case study from our source material today. Her name is Sarah Johnson.
Okay.
She wants a 3-bedroom home in Austin. Her budget is between $450,000 and $500,000.
That is a very solid starting point for an agent. It gives you some real hard numbers to work with right away.
Yeah. She also has a 90-day timeline. She says her family simply needs more space right now. It's a classic, straightforward real estate scenario.
On paper, that looks like an absolute dream lead. Most agents see that and immediately start pulling active listings.
Right.
They want to show her houses this very second.
It's exactly like looking at a fresh puzzle box. You see the cover art perfectly clearly. It looks like a completely finished picture. But if you dive in, you're missing half the pieces inside. You try forcing edge pieces together that just don't fit. You end up damaging the pieces working off bad assumptions.
Right, and that ruins the entire client relationship. The critical gaps here are actually quite huge when you look closely.
Yeah.
We have no idea which Austin area she actually prefers. We don't know her other home priorities beyond just bedrooms. And we definitely don't know her current financing status.
Has she actually talked to a local bank? Does she need to sell her current house first? We just don't know yet.
Right, without that context, property recommendations come way too early. She is what we call a warm buyer lead in the industry.
Right.
She needs a 15-minute discovery call right now. She does not need specific neighborhood guidance quite yet.
Beat, why do so many experienced agents rush to recommend properties so quickly?
They're absolutely terrified of losing a hot lead, so they overcompensate with immediate action.
Fear of losing the client triggers premature, overwhelming property pitches.
It backfires almost every single time you try it.
So to stop ourselves from immediately pitching houses, we need a hard boundary.
Yeah.
And that brings us to how we actually set up AI as that filter. We are continuing this process inside Claude projects.
It's an incredibly powerful feature if you know how to use it.
For those unfamiliar, Claude projects is essentially a saved workspace. So AI remembers your previous files and instructions. We're opening a specific project called the Austin Family Buyer Workflow.
Right.
Sarah's confirmed context is already saved securely in there.
This is where we shift from reacting to actually planning.
I'll be honest, I still wrestle with wanting to jump straight to listing homes myself.
Yeah.
It is so hard to resist playing the hero right away.
We all do that. We inherently want to be helpful to people, but AI is being used here to establish strict conversation boundaries. We aren't using Claude to write an email to Sarah. We are asking it to analyze her actual readiness.
We tell the AI to generate a lead readiness analysis card. I'm assuming it acts like a sort of checklist. Or is it doing something deeper?
It acts as a very strict cognitive filter for you. It separates the confirmed facts from the glaring open questions.
Right.
More importantly, it explicitly identifies what not to present yet.
So it gives you a solid boundary. How does it actually do that under the hood?
You use negative constraints in your AI prompt. You explicitly tell Claude, do not output any property listings.
Yeah.
You tell it, do not provide any pricing guidance.
So by forbidding the AI from doing the easy stuff, you force it to analyze the gaps. It explicitly says no listings in the output.
Right. No listings, no pricing guidance, no financing advice whatsoever.
Yeah.
It forces you to completely pause your normal sales process. You only move forward with what is actually confirmed fact.
2-sec silence. What is the actual tangible risk of AI hallucinating market trends here?
If Claude invents a neighborhood price trend, the client anchors their financial expectations to a complete fantasy.
Hallucinated data does not just look bad, it actively bankrupts client trust.
It really does. That's why that strict boundary is absolutely essential.
Now we have to turn that missing information into actionable decisions. We know exactly what is missing from Sarah's profile. How do we extract it systematically without sounding like a robot?
We use Claude to craft a discovery call preparation note. We strategically target the 3 specific gaps we found earlier.
So we map our questions directly to those glaring information gaps.
Yeah.
Question 1, what preferred Austin areas do you want to focus on or avoid?
That clarifies the future search focus right away. You avoid showing them the wrong side of town completely.
Right.
It saves everyone hours of wasted driving time.
Question 2, what are your priorities beyond 3 bedrooms?
That clarifies the deeper underlying buyer needs. Maybe they desperately need a quiet home office.
Yeah.
Maybe they need a big yard for a new dog.
You have to know the lifestyle, not just the bedroom count. And question 3, is your 90-day timeline flexible?
That prepares your appropriate next steps immediately. If it's a hard deadline, you have to move incredibly fast. If it's flexible, you can wait patiently for better inventory.
3 questions. That feels incredibly brief for a real estate discovery call. Usually, agents have a checklist of 20 things to ask.
3 focus questions are plenty at this stage.
Yeah.
You don't want it to feel like an intense interrogation.
Right.
The AI gives you the structural roadmap. The human remains completely responsible for listening and recording.
Why limit ourselves to exactly 3 questions for this initial call?
3 questions keep the call conversational anymore, and it feels like an aggressive interrogation.
Keep it to exactly 3 questions to spark a dialogue, not an interrogation.
It really opens the door for genuine human connection. Sponsor.
We will be right back to the deep dive after a brief word from our sponsors.
All right, we are back. We're structuring the journey from inquiry to action now. We're building the AI-powered lead to discovery decision map.
This is where I absolutely love using Claude artifacts. Instead of getting lost in a long chat thread, you use this feature.
Okay.
A dedicated side window where AI generates clean, editable final documents.
It keeps the messy brainstorming chat separate from the final product. This decision map covers 4 very specific logical stages. First, buyer inquiry received. Second, lead readiness analyzed.
Third, discovery call prepared.
And fourth, next action recorded. Whoa, imagine scaling this level of preparation to dozens of clients simultaneously.
It would completely change the architecture of a real estate business. You would never lose track of a client's status again. It's like stacking Lego blocks of data perfectly every single time.
Every single stage of this map requires a short human review point. The AI organizes the journey beautifully. You personally verify the facts.
So you have to keep that next action recorded stage flexible,
Yeah.
right? Imagine you can't carve the next step in stone yet.
Yes, absolutely. You write down the planned invitation right now, but you update the document only after Sarah confirms her priorities on the live call.
Why is it so crucial to keep that next action stage completely flexible?
Because a live conversation might reveal an unexpected priority that changes your entire strategy instantly.
Live conversations change priorities, so your next steps must adapt instantly.
You absolutely have to listen to the human in front of you.
Once this decision map is finally built, where does this data actually live long term? We have to prepare the final CRM handoff.
Our sources use a platform called System for this, but the underlying logic applies universally. You desperately need a CRM handoff sheet.
Right.
It ensures your database reflects actual reality.
It must reflect reality, not just your hopeful assumptions. I've seen agents lose massive commissions over this exact issue.
Oh, it happens constantly in this industry.
They assume a client has a massive budget because they drive a nice car. The CRM looks complete, but it's based on pure fantasy.
Yeah.
The handoff groups information into 3 distinct important buckets.
Bucket 1 is confirmed client context. Her specific lead type, location, budget range, and timeline. These are the hard, undeniable facts from her email.
Bucket 2 records the current workflow position. She is categorized as a warm buyer lead. A short discovery call is currently planned.
Bucket 3 is the open items. This is the stuff we still critically need to figure out. Preferred areas, home priorities, and current financing status.
That final group is so incredibly easy to overlook, but it prevents the dangerous false impression of completeness. A CRM must clearly show what you still need to learn.
If it looks complete, you naturally stop asking questions.
Right. You think you have the whole picture already.
If your CRM lacks financing data but looks finished, future follow-ups become completely irrelevant. You end up sending useless, annoying emails.
2-sec silence. How exactly does bad CRM data destroy a client's trust over time?
You end up asking the same questions twice or sending irrelevant listings, which proves you aren't listening.
Asking the same questions twice proves you simply are not listening to them.
It completely destroys the professional relationship before it even starts.
We're at the final stage of the workflow now. The vital human review checkpoint. This is the critical boundary between AI preparation and confirmed client guidance.
There is an absolute unbreakable rule here. Never ask Claude to judge if its own work is accurate.
You must manually compare the generated artifact against Sarah's original brief.
Yes, you have to establish a strict pass condition. Does the data perfectly match the original source material?
But wait, I have to push back on this a little bit. If the AI is smart enough to organize this whole complex map, why can't it just cross-reference its own output? That seems like unnecessary busy work for us.
Because AI can suffer from a very real kind of confirmation bias. Large language models are designed to predict words, not necessarily check facts.
All right.
It inherently wants to please you. It might subtly alter a fact to make the output look mathematically cleaner.
So the human pass condition is completely non-negotiable here.
It's the only reliable way to catch unsupported property or pricing claims. You have to be the ultimate final filter.
Yeah.
You personally correct anything that overstates what you actually know.
Excellent use of AI depends entirely on that clear line.
Preparation is strictly for the AI. Confirmed guidance is strictly for the human.
Beat, where does AI actually fit into the legal liability of a real estate transaction?
It doesn't exist legally. The licensed human agent carries 100% of the liability.
The licensed human agent owns all legal liability, never the AI.
That is exactly why you verify every single tiny detail.
Let's recap the big idea from this entire deep dive. We started with a raw, seemingly complete buyer inquiry. It had several hidden unknowns lurking just beneath the surface.
We used Claude to build a strict readiness review. We mapped out 3 highly targeted questions for a discovery call.
And we prepped a highly accurate CRM handoff. We separated confirmed facts from assumptions at every single step of the workflow.
It's a phenomenal way to structure your daily thought process. It radically protects your business, and it serves the client much better.
2-sec silence. Think about your own professional database right now. If someone audited your records today, how much of it is confirmed fact and how much is just a hopeful assumption waiting to break a deal?
That is a genuinely scary thought for a lot of professionals out there.
I highly encourage you to apply this mindset in your next interaction. Separate your confirmed facts from your open questions. See how it instantly changes the clarity of your conversations. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive of Yujihiro Music.